Next level.
Yeah. Hey everybody, this is Nax, your friendly fatty, and today we are returning to disc creatures. We figured out a couple things last time. We figured out one, you start off with 3. Instead of just 1. You get 3 starters. You get to pick from the list of 5. We'll get to that in just a second. We also discovered that some disc creatures can talk, some cannot. We also discovered that you are most likely an adult because we actually had to file away some papers before we could go on this disc creatures journey. So, let's get started. The nice thing about being a small channel is I didn't have to worry about anybody's votes. I get to pick my own starters. Like, how crazy is that? So, we're going to go ahead and pick our 3 starters. Out of the 5, we got Flemorb, Bladegwyn, Electring, Centipion, and Criniton. And I think, my first favorite is this little guy right here. Electring, an elect-type creature. Do you want this creature? Yes. Got an Electring disc. You can select 2 more discs. Okay, it did not ask me if I wanted to name it. Next, I'm gonna get the Flamorb. Flamorb, a flame-type creature. Do you want this creature? Yes. You got the Flamorb disc. You can select 1 more. And I'm going to pick Criniton. Those gloves sold me. Criniton, a grass-type creature. Do you want this? Yes. You got a Criniton disc. Here are your 3 discs, then. Hook your disc card up to a PC and you'll gain access to the Diskernet. Diskernet. Upload the data from your disc to the Diskernet and you'll be able to install the corresponding creature. You can manage your discs from the PC at any disc cafe. But if you have your own PC at home, why not try it out there first? Once you've managed to install them, come and report back to me here. Okay, so we officially have our first... Do we? Yeah, we officially have our first 3. Okay, I can't look into them any. No equipment. No. Okay. So there's a few things that we have to take note of. We have 10 Pico. I'm guessing that's currency. And they said a PC. There's some text on the screen. Hello, future Discer. Our world is filled with a wide variety of creatures. These creatures have powers beyond our wildest imaginations. Human engineers spent many long years developing the Disc Kids we have today. The Disc Kid is a high-tech machine capable of burning the data of wild creatures onto discs. Oh, okay. So it copies the data from wild creatures. They're not actual wild creatures in our hands. And best of all, by booting up these discs, we can recreate living replicas of those very same creatures. Ooh. Over the years, human society has advanced in great part thanks to the powers of such disc creatures. It all makes sense. Those who are granted Disc Kids and command their own creatures are called Disc Rangers, or Discers. In recent years, some Discers have begun to battle for sport with their creatures, while others become Discers merely in order to study the creatures themselves. We here at Town Hall hope that you will use your Disc Kid to become a shining example for all Discers. Fascinating. Okay. Fascinating. Okay, so they're not real creatures. They're literally creatures photo printed from discs. Okay, that makes so much sense. Better head back home and try booting these discs up. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we're gonna race home. We can officially go into that cafe now if we wanted to. But I'm gonna save that after we go home, because it very clearly wants us to go home first. And yeah. Let's, are you done talking to... No, she's still too focused on the TV for me. Thanks, Ma. Caw! Still calling. Okay, PC time. Naz hooked the Disk Kid up to the PC. DiskNet. Logging on to the DiskNet. Identifying user. Logging in as Naz. Greetings, Naz. Here on the DiskerNet, you can manage data for all of your creatures. On the DiskerNet, you can boot up creature disks to increase the number of creatures you own. You can also switch out the creatures you want to keep on your team, as well as change up their moves. No creature data found. Please start by inserting any disks that you have. Ooh. Get used to that noise. that is my I am impressed noise. Ever since winter came in, I have just been coughing up a fit, so I am so sorry for that. Move the cursor to page 1 and press to confirm button. Okay. On this page, you can install creature data from any disks you have. You currently have 3 disks, so there are 3 icons shown here. Makes sense. Select a disk icon to install that data for that creature. Go ahead and select a disk. Let's start with this one. Install number 001 Flame Orb? Yes, please. Successfully installed Flame Orb. Look how cute it is. Oh, I do get to name it. Okay. I'm gonna start by, okay, how do I go back? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna start naming these after my friends, and then after, after either I get some followers, I get some comments from people who want to be named one, or anything like that, I will change it up. But for now, who's kind of flamey of my friends? Fiery, if you will. You know what? I know who. We're gonna name this bad boy Los. After my friend Los. Each creature disk you load can install a new creature. Nice. Since your team is currently empty, this creature will automatically be placed in it for you. Thank you. Go ahead and finish installing the rest of your disks. Install number 3 Electring? Yes, please. Successfully installed Electring. Oh, look at its little, zippity-zappity arms. Ah, I love them. Alright. Electric, energetic. I think I'm going to name this one after my friend Socks. I'm sorry I'm throwing you guys under the bus. I didn't ask you for this. But it's too late. This is what you get. And yeah. Socks. And the last one. Number 05 Krenaton. Yes, please. Successfully installed Krenaton. And I'm going to name this one because I don't have a bird yet. And because my friend is kind of in her shell. I'm sorry, Pip. I'm sorry to say that about you. I love you. I'm going to name this one Pip. You have now created your very first creature team. Ooh. Now, let's go over creature moves. Yes, please. Select a creature's icon and choose Manage. Let's start with Pip, since we're right here. Use this page to switch out creatures on your team and change their moves. Would you like to start the move change tutorial? This is new to me, and I'm sorry if tutorials are boring for you, but I'm gonna listen to the tutorial. Choose a creature icon and select moves. This creature is already on your team. I know. You said select moves. Thank you. Ooh, what is this? From this page, you can change your creature's moves. Shift the arrow to an icon to display its move name and effect. All moves that deal damage have types. The amount of damage a move deals is based on its type versus an enemy's type. Now, I wonder if that's similar, like if it's the same typing as like Pokemon would be, or if their typings kind of run different. That's going to be really interesting to see. There are 12 different move types. Basic, Flame, Water, Electric, Earth, Grass, Stone, Wind, Wind's a new one, Ice, Magic, Spirit, and Steel. Magic's also an interesting one. Moves are marked with the square. Moves marked by the square are currently equipped on the creature. During battle, you can only use the moves that creature has equipped. Okay, so I can come in here and change it anytime I want. That's really nifty. Note that each creature can only equip 4 moves at once. Select an equipped move to unequip it. Be sure to try different moves in order to maximize your advantage in battles. By leveling up and meeting certain conditions, your creatures will learn even more moves. Well, that's really cool. That concludes the tutorial. See, that was easy, and you guys were scoffing. When you're finished, please press the back button and select back. Okay, so we got an attack. And damage E. Okay, basic damage E, accuracy 100, cost 2. Deals damage only. Blast. These both have basically the same. Defend. Reduces damage taken. Power down. Debuffs power and depletes some energy. Rest. Heals 15%. Can't be used consecutively. Here's a plant move. This one, artillery seeds, grass type. Hits 1 to 3 enemies randomly. A little less accuracy, but that sounds really cool. Spell boosts luck and recovers some energy. That might be good too. Okay. So these are both basic. Okay. So I'm guessing an attack is like a direct attack, and a blast is like a group attack. I'm thinking. Don't quote me. I am learning. I'm going to take this one off because I think I want to try this one. Yes, we're going to go with that. Finished equipping your moves? Press the back button and select back to return to the previous screen. That concludes the moves overview. Please feel free to change the moves of your other creatures as well. Go out there and find discs for all sorts of creatures, then install them here on the Diskernet. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of Flame Orb. Los, level 3. This creature is already on my team. Let's go ahead and see. We got a basic attack. We got that blast attack. We got defend. Intimidate. Debuffs, guard, depletes enemy energy. And we got a dash attack. Always attack first. Yeah, let's do that. I kind of like this intimidate, so I'm gonna take off defend and turn that on. Yeah. And then let's focus over here on Electring. Let's see. Come on, Socks. So basic, blast, defend, bolus. Causes perilous. I like that. I want it. Sound wave. Sometimes inflicts confusion. Maybe. Barrier. Boosts barrier and recovers some energy. You know what? Let's do this and this. Kind of a debuffers type. Yeah. Okay, I think that's good. These are the creatures on your team. You can favorite your most beloved creatures on the VIP page. This makes it much easier to switch your favorite creatures in and out of your team, so be sure to check that page out. Press close or open up the menu and select close to end your session. Alright, there's several pages. Like the one at the top, it has a little crown. Oh my gosh, are these more creatures? Look at that. Hold on, I'm gonna straight up put my mouse in here. Look at him. Look at that honker. Look at that honker. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Naz, shut down the PC. Okay, we have a team. Also, do those look like frowny faces on the couches? I'm not gonna unsee that, and now you're not either. Gah! 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 That is the worst noise. I am so sorry. It seems like it has something for you. Transceiver. The transceiver was added to your key items. Why did you have that? Caw! Caw! What? Why did you have that? I don't understand. Are you still? Yeah, still too busy for me. Bye, Mom. Let's go. Oh, let's see if the transceiver works. First, open up the menu. Then go to the key section of the item list and select the transceiver. Oh. Okay. I didn't know it was going to open it for me. Key items, transceiver. Try it out whenever you're lost or stuck. Hey, Naz. Ring me on the transceiver and I'll remind you of what you should be focusing on. So if you ever feel lost, just give me a buzz. Okay, so you managed to install your very first creatures. Next you should head back to Town Hall and talk to Specs again. Town Hall is on the eastern side of Elysian City. Naz powered off the transceiver. Okay. So, I know, they want me to go talk to them, but I really want to check out this cafe now that I actually have Oh, there's a whole other, town down. Oh, no, there isn't. They don't have doors. It's just flavor. Okay, let's see. We can actually go in the cafe now. My dude. I've traveled the world collecting countless creatures, so here's some advice for you, my child. Never forget that some creatures are harder to burn to discs than others. Okay. Hey, do you know about creature skills? No. Okay, see, every creature has its own special skill. Take the Miamix out in Pecan Forest, for instance. They have this skill called camouflage. It makes it easier for them to evade incoming attacks for the very first round of the battle. Ooh. There are all sorts of other skills that make creatures strong against certain types or even immune to certain errors. Hold on. Errors? Skill effects normally last for the whole battle, but some errors can overwrite their effects. What is an error? You can check a creature's skill from the Equip tab. What is an error? Hi. Hey there. We sell all sorts of neat things on Discord. Oh. We sell all sorts of neat things any Discer should have. What do we got? High-speed memory. Boost chance of burning a creature's data to a disk. May use up to 5 at once. Energen. Recovers 30 creature HP. Detoxin. Special Energen blend to cure toxic errors? Special Energen blend to cure paralysis errors. Reboot capsule. Reboots a knocked out creature to half HP. Oh, okay. A cure, a paralyzed cure, and a revive. And HP up. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. Thank you very much. Please come again. When Disc Cafe set is 20 pico. Want one? I can't afford that. What is that? The Disc Cafe set is a super useful item. It heals all your creatures just like refreshing them at a Disc Cafe would. Oh, this is your heal. This is your heal. But just so you know, you can't use it while you're in battle. Makes sense. Oh, and you can only carry one with you at a time, too. It's quite a handful. Want one? No thanks. Let me know if you change your mind. I would love one, but I can't afford it. Hey there, welcome. Here at the Disc Cafe, we do everything we can to support discers like you. You can hand over your disc kit if you would like us to refresh your creatures and bring them back to full HP. Feel free to use the PC to your right there to manage your disc creature data and do whatever else you'd like. Not anything. Everything here is done at no cost to you, so don't worry about a thing. That's nice. Would you like me to heal your creatures? Not this time. Be sure to drop in again whenever you need a refresh. Awesome. Okay. I'm starting to... You can sit down. You can sit down. You can sit down. And with that, we're going to call it here. Next episode, we're going to go back to that main office. We're going to talk to, I think his name was Specs again. And we're probably going to handle that sludge that was left behind from last episode. Now that we actually have our creatures. I hope my friends don't mind that they got named after silly little creatures, but I'm sure they won't. And I hope that you guys all have a great day. If you would like to have your name added to a Discer in the future, I can create a list for that. Just make sure you let me know down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace!